said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Detroit Lions. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mark 55. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Fight.
Off the play fake. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 logo.
Check right, check right.
Let's go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block, block, block.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 3.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Raider 1st down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Check 55, come on. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run again.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
You get me.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Got it.
55. Mike 55.
Hey, Mike 7.
Get that one back. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Oakland.
Touchdown.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Lions nothing. Aldrick Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Lions take over
Let's go,
1st and
baby.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 11. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. I'm trying to collect.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back to throw here. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, wahoo. 55, come on, guys, 55. I got it. Check, 55, come on. Check, 55, come on. Watch the slack, watch the slack. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Gordon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Gordon. Open man is Higgins. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check me out.
Topper. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there. Able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch tight.
61, Matchbox Lights. Check go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go, here we go.
Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike's 5-4.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the safety creep.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Second down and inches. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
5.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and 15. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
15 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Fresno. 49, check 49.
Greystone, travel. Now.
Here's second and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
On the ready. Hey, two.
On third down, Gordon. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Back. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Gordon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hey, Haywood.
4 down.
From the gun, Gordon. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, high 7.
I don't even know why his team showed up. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. T.J. Hockenson His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Allen. They'll get 17. That time, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
60 outlaw.
Check. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
55, 55. Time to go, 55, mark, 55. Let's go, D. Check, 55.
From the gun, Gordon. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 11.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, wahoo!
Put a body in. All that, baby, all that. 24 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 50. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll roll him out right. It's Hill, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check. 24 is the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon now in depth. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
53 is mine. Bring it.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
10 Nova.
54. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set 90 Wolf.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready? 8, read.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go!
Snap.
2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT.
Ready?
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, tight. Hey, watch that.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider
50,
offense set to get this drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
Wild Bill. Let's go, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ready up.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Under crunch.
Hey, exit. 5.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Charlie.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He don't know no better. Right there. 54, right there. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
Smith, look at me. Zipper.
Check 53 is Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Mike 53.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense defense finish things off.
And part one. He's got it at the 15. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Raiders, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.